Good day, family. Hey, Casanova here, and I wanted to share a conversation I had with you that I just had with another good buddy of mine who's a real estate agent, and we were talking about the power of building wealth.
What's up, dream builder? Are you someone who's interested in creating a life by your design through all things real estate? Well, I can assure you, you are in the right place. Join me, your host, Casanova Brooks. I'm an award-winning real estate agent and investor as we uncover the top tips, strategies, and the mindset of the top real estate entrepreneurs across the world. Stay locked in because we're about to go on a journey that will change your life.
I don't know about you, but when I first got into the business, my goal was to be the Lord of my land because I knew that at the end of the day, I was just getting out of corporate America in a 9-to-5 job, and that wasn't what I was looking to go back into. I knew what the structured environment was like, and I knew having somebody else tell me when I could go to the bathroom, when I could have a day off, when I could go to my kid's basketball game or my daughter's soccer game, any of that long term, it wasn't for me. And I'm sure if you're already in real estate, you can relate with that, right? You know the hustle spirit, you know how to be an entrepreneur, you know how to serve other people, but what you don't know is how to truly build a business, and that's where I was. When I first got into real estate, I had no idea of how to build a business. In my first year, when I did that 46 deals and $8 million in volume, I'll tell you, I was running as fast as I ever did, and thankfully enough, I just come off the craziest time in my life, which was losing my mom, my job, and my home, and I had to get it, so my wife was very supportive of me in doing that. But I know for you right now, you might be like, well, I'm trying to do that, but my wife's not supportive, or my husband is not as supportive, or even worse, I don't have another partner, so I still have to get it. And that's totally okay. We have to make do with the cards that we're dealt every single day. But here's my challenge, and what I would ask you, same thing that I asked my buddy, is how hard are you working on your business just like you're working in your business? For so many real estate agents, when you think about the fees that you have to give up on a monthly basis, your desk fees, your royalty fees, your broker admin fees, all these things that you have to do, and then at the same time, you have to pay for your own marketing, you have to pay for your own admin. Maybe you're on a team and you're giving up 50% of the leads that you're already getting, and you still have to pay those other fees on top of that, or you still have to pay for your website or your lead generation, any of these extra things. At the end of the day, how much are you really living on, right? It's kind of like that 40-40 plan that people always talk about, right? You're gonna work 40 years for one job, you're gonna work 40 hours a week for that job, and you're gonna hope that you can retire off of 40% of your income that you're putting into retirement that you don't necessarily know is gonna even be there after those 40 years. So you have to ask yourself, even though you're a true bred entrepreneur because you are a real estate agent and you handle all these own things yourself, how much are you devoting into your systems, and how much are you devoting, more importantly, into your mindset, not just the skill set of knowing, okay, I can hold my commission at 7%, but at the same time, it's not about what you make. We all know it's about what you keep. For me, in my first year in real estate, my fees, after I added it all up and I did those 46 deals, how much do you think that I paid in? $42,000. And when I looked at that on the sheet, I was like, oh my God. That was just for using the broker's name. And so that was where I had to smarten up, and I had to say, you know what, who is the brand here? I'm the brand. I'm the person that's out there building relationships every single day. I'm making sure that I got good energy with anybody who I talk to. I'm making sure that I put myself in healthy environments, and at the same time, I'm making sure that I expose myself to enough business systems, enough information where not only can I give it to my clients to show what's my unique selling proposition, but at the same time, how can I take that information myself and make sure that I apply it to my family? And so if you're somebody that's just like that right now, understand that what really it comes down to is you have to work on your business. And if you're not willing to get uncomfortable, how will you ever know the heights that you can reach? And so that was a big epiphany for me. For me, it was a call that I didn't want to take. It was a meeting that I didn't want to have, but it was the best meeting of my life. And it was the meeting for me, which was eXp Realty. And so this isn't a sell on you, but I'll tell you, here's what I learned through looking at the model. I learned that there was another way that was out there. I learned that there was an opportunity for me to not only get paid one time on a transaction, which was buying and selling commission, but there was an opportunity for me to build equity for my family through stocks. There was an opportunity for me to get paid for my efforts because every single day I was out there building my own brand, but also building the brokerage's brand even stronger. I knew that even as a young African-American entrepreneur, there was going to be some people that looked at me that said, man, he's crushing it in real estate. I think I should get into real estate. I see where he's came from and what he's doing. He looks just like me. I should get in. But yet when I was bringing those people to my brokerage, and I wasn't recruiting, but yet when I was bringing them to my brokerage, how much was I being rewarded for that? I wasn't at all. And so you might be the same way. You might just by doing your same deals that you were already going to do. But when someone else says, man, I want to be associated with him, I want to be associated with her, and they come over to the brokerage because of you, whether you directly did it or indirectly did it, how much are you being repaid on those efforts? Maybe you bring that person on your team. Maybe you already got a team of 5 to 6 to 7 people. Well, you understand that in the real estate world, attrition, it's inevitable. So you know that at some point you're going to do enough for that person, and what's going to happen? They're going to say, hey, you know what? I appreciate you. I loved you. You'll always be family, but I'm going to go off and I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to start my own team. Maybe that's already even happened to you once or twice. Well, what happens once that happens? Now they're going to the broker, they're starting their own team, and frankly, you have nothing left to show for it. And that's okay, because you don't have to be in it for a certain reason. But what I'm saying is, why would you not want that person to stay on your team forever? And if you're thinking, man, I would love for that person to stay on my team forever. They hustled, like we had great energy. Well, why wouldn't you put them in a system where they never have to leave? Not only one, because you have a big enough vision, but two, because you've already put them in an environment that now they can win just like you are. That's the thing that you don't get at a traditional brokerage. And that's the thing that I noticed. I was able to put myself in an environment that anybody who wanted to partner up with me, who wanted my energy, who wanted my expertise, who wanted my secrets, I didn't then have to say, listen, I'm not going to give you my listing presentation. I didn't then have to say, I'm not going to give you all of my secrets, because then you could use it against me. Because the reality was, I want you to be as successful as possible, because now not only are we building together, but we both have equity in this company. So I need you to be successful, because you being successful helps me as well. And I get to watch you grow, which is what I told you in the beginning. And so for me, that was the epiphany that I had. And so I don't know where you are in your journey or in your career, but here's what I can tell you. No matter where you are, at some point, you're going to need to start working on your business instead of in your business, because what you don't want to be is a statistic. And what they say is real estate agents don't work so they can retire. They work so they can die. And for me, that wasn't my goal. I knew that I needed to be the Lord of my land, but I also knew that I needed to build systems and I needed to build people around me that could allow me to not have to go as hard, because we were all winning together. Same as what Jeff Bezos has done, same as what Mark Zuckerberg has done. And when you think about that, people have built their businesses off of these platforms. That's what I mean by that. Based off of those platforms, people have been able to build their business and they didn't have to leave. Facebook groups, right? People have built businesses off of Facebook groups. Marketplaces, people have done arbitrage off of marketplaces. Amazon FBA, if you know anything about these things, just look at how these models work. They didn't build something that was proprietary to themselves, saying, oh, you know what, I'm just working on me. No, they built something that was bigger than them. You use Facebook, I'm sure. You use Amazon, I'm sure. Think about it. Even Steve Jobs and Apple, they could have just built a phone and said, hey, you know what? We're just going to build this one thing. No, they created an app store. Why? So other people could build businesses off of their app store rather than having them just be proprietary apps that were all put on by Apple. So for you, my challenge is, how exactly do you build something that's bigger than you? Because at the end of the day, you can get 100% of your own efforts, but it will probably be better to get 1% of 100 efforts, or 1,000 efforts, or even 10,000 efforts. And that's the opportunity that you have, but you have to get out of your own way and you have to start thinking bigger than yourself. So if you're somebody who this message resonated with, you're a real estate agent or you're a real estate broker, and you're looking for ways that you can build something bigger than yourself, and you want to be associated with the dreamNation tribe in Casanova Brooks, I would love to welcome you in. Just shoot me a message and I'll tell you what exactly we can do together to grow your business, but at the same time, grow your wealth, because that's what I'm all about. So remember, I always say, if you see any of my videos, in the dream we trust, and trust me, I'm a big dreamer, and I always use the word trust because that's what everything is built off of. Every single day we hop in our car, we trust that we're going to make it to our destination. Every single day that we go to a listing appointment, we trust that we're going to do the work that we need to be able to close on that listing. So if you're someone like me and you got a lot of trust, remember, you got to take action right now, because otherwise, if you don't, that dream that you have, it will only merely be a fantasy. And we don't know how much of tomorrow is left, but we do know that today we got an opportunity to turn dreams into a reality. So I look forward to seeing your message, and I look forward to building with you. Let's go.